I'd like to suggest a really simple but very effective way to pitch what you do to others. The example I'll use here is less than 90 seconds long, but it's a useful template and you can make it shorter or longer as you wish. It's got 4 components and it starts with the hook. Does the name James Alexander Gordon mean anything to you? He was a sports announcer for the BBC, and he had a very particular way of reading out the football results on a Saturday afternoon. So, for example, he might say, Leicester City 3, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Gordon did this for over 30 years, and you always knew from the intonation in his voice what the result would be, win, lose or draw. He explained his technique as trying to feel what it was like to be on the winning or the losing side. In other words, he was tapping into the emotion behind the message. So with the winning team, he said there was a little smile in his voice. Now, in my work as a communication skills coach, I come across a lot of people who might have an interesting point to make, but they fail to do it justice. Sometimes that's because their message isn't strong enough, but it's often due to a monotone voice or a lack of emotion in their delivery. It's as if they're just reading out the lines, but without any feeling. So if you'd like to improve your message and your style of delivery, let's have a chat. We could practice something tricky like Hamilton Academicals, or maybe that wonderful score, East 5-4, 4-5. The thing about the hook is that it's something unusual, it's unexpected and grabs the attention. We're leaning forward because we're intrigued to know where it's going. The insight expands on that opening, teaching us something interesting about it. The mystery begins to unfold. We now understand how you come into this, your expertise, how it relates to this story. It's also possible that we see ourselves in the problem that you're describing, the pain that requires the product or the service that you offer. Finally, there's a simple call to action. But for some added spice, we circle back to where we started and maybe even raise a bit of a smile amongst the audience. So I challenge you to try out this template. Drop your own material into these 4 sections, practice it a little bit, record it, and perhaps even send it to me, and then maybe together we can really knock it into shape.